Alright, I believe I started. I love you, Nicole. Aha. Yeah, it looks like everything's working. Discord still doesn't, like, display that I'm streaming. Let's see. Oh, no, it does. Sweet. Very cool. Alright, so we are doing 1080p, 60 frames on stream. Seems to be stable. Oh, hey, Hike, what's up? I died. Yeah, dude, I haven't streamed in a while. I just kind of just played games on my own, without streaming, and stopped making some videos. I don't know, kind of started moving on to different things. I enjoyed making videos, but I just didn't really have time for it. And streaming, I kind of realized I enjoy playing games without streaming more than I do playing them while streaming, because streaming is like mentally taxing. Even if like there's not really many people there, you just kind of find yourself talking and like having to think about like, oh, there's somebody watching me. I don't know. It's like it's not that it's like difficult. It's just like doing that consistently and trying to go somewhere with it was difficult. It's fun. I enjoyed playing games like on my own time randomly more than just sticking to a schedule. It's like it made games feel like doing work. I'm doing good, dude. How about you? I just have a cough, but really that's about it for me. I've been working on my Attack on Titan fan game for a few months now, so that's what I'm here today to work on. But yeah, it's nice to see you back, dude. It's been a while. I miss getting to chat with you. You're gonna get arrested? Oh god, what did you do, man? If it's actually incriminating, don't say it on my stream. Well, don't tell me what you're gonna do. Oh god, dude. I'm gonna pretend like you're joking. For my own safety. Hey, look, there's ways you could do that stuff totally legal. I recommend it, as opposed to just kind of doing it. But like, if you're being legit, don't talk about that stuff on my stream, dude. I don't need to get in trouble with you. And you don't need to be getting yourself in trouble either. I mean, it's possible, who knows, dude. So I have like a weird cough. It's been sticking with me for like almost a month now. Okay. Close this. Started learning cybersecurity. Well, good on you, man. Stuff is complicated. I'm not really good at that sort of thing. Times and slash dash attack. What's... I need to kind of remember where I was yesterday. So I'm doing some visual code today, some visual scripting. I was investigating something from a demo project that I kind of need to like piggyback off of the code to understand something. Shoot. Okay, so I got pre-shoot, should shoot. I'm learning a lot of the should shoot code here. I learned that this max thing just takes the highest of the two values and inputs it. Dividing by 1 get us like 0.1. We're currently at 0.2 in our project. I'm good luck, man, but like, go do something legal. Time since last shot, fire interval. So we have that here, except for dash attacking. C++, so everything's based in C++. Like, this is Blueprint. It's Unreal's visual scripting language, but it's all based on C++. I know, like, the bare minimum of C++. I know enough to write comments in the code when I need to, like, remember something. But when it comes to actually writing C++, I can't do shit. I can, like, read it, kind of understand what's going on, and then that's about it. So what I think I posted a YouTube video that was just like completely spontaneous about what this was, but so this is just my Attack on Titan fan game I've been working on. Did I just pause my music? No, okay, that was weird. And yeah, I've just been working on movement and stuff and getting this to work in multiplayer. So as of right now, everything you're gonna see like works great in multiplayer. So I have the ability to like grab on the pillars and walls and stuff and like kind of fly around. And I did some of the animations for the spinning and programmed all that. So yeah. Comments makes you understand your own code. Yeah. That's the only thing I know how to do. I had to comment some code I found online where I needed to just replace some things, and I think it was to get the engine's network capabilities a bit higher, and I just commented it out. Also integrating Steam, I had to comment that code and be like, this is for integrating Steam. Oof. But yeah, this is what I'm working on. At the moment, I'm working on the first attack ability that players are going to be able to do so that I can start testing hit detection and the ability to fight and kill other people. You don't even understand your code. It's fair, dude. Coding is weird. I'm just going to shove Discord into the corner here. Hold on. Oh, I just moved OBS. There we go. Okay. All right, so yeah, so basically what I'm doing is like I have a plugin for multiplayer, and I've been investigating their demo projects for the plugin and implementing the code I need into my project. You're very ashamed to say that you watched anime last night and finished it. Well, what'd you watch, man? Because your shame level will be based on what you picked. Just gonna print this value here. Just get a quick reminder of where I was yesterday. So that's at 0.2. That's the fire rate then. So the idea is that we should be firing off a sphere trace every 0.2 seconds. So that's kind of my goal for this part of the project here. So looks like all the math here is kind of working. And then time since last dash attack. I know I shouldn't have deleted that print string. I'll just disconnect all the things for it. So the point of this code is to act as a timer because it's on a tick event. So I need to be able to count something. So right here we got a timer in the top left corner. It's kind of hard to see. See if I could put it up against a better background. It's currently counting up. It's at like 10 seconds right now, and I guess the code is supposed to timestamp that and then start checking the actual time at which things need to happen. So I keep pausing the video and trying to close out my console. What is this? It was about a dude whose GF is famous and a bunny girl. Is that literally bunny girl? Alright, so this number counts up time since last dash attack. So that counts up at the start of the game based on the timestamp, which should be... Timestamp is the get move time. And then it subtracts that from last dash attack timestamp. Okay. You're very ashamed. Well, I mean, you watched the whole thing, man. Like, everyone's first anime is weird as hell. At least I feel it is. But you start picking up better stuff as you go. I don't actually know if that's what he watched or not. That was Nicole commenting on it. She loves anime. She's an anime person. What did you say? Meet more? Nice. Last dash attack timer. Where else do I have that? This is, okay, this is where I kind of get lost in my own code. It's not technically mine, it's based off the demo. So this value is counting up, then if we want to do the dash attack, we do a if statement. If we do the dash attack, it's going to check to see, is the time since last dash attack greater than or equal to the dash attack interval? And I'm assuming this dash attack interval should be 0.2, which it is, because the math here sets up the 0.2. So as long as more than 0.2 seconds have passed, it will shoot off this event. So in our case, we're going to change the fire rate variable here from 5 to... So this is per second, I'm guessing. So 5 times a second would be 0.2. So let's change it to 1 time a second. So the goal is to get this event to fire off, or this function to fire off, a yes, essentially every second. So we should be getting... I got a wife? No, she's not my wife. She's my girlfriend. Makes you feel old? I'm not that much older. Actually, that's not true. I'm probably a little bit older, but I'm not significantly older. Okay, so we should be print stringing 1. Yep, okay. Sorry, I just had to double check that on my end to make sure I was doing that correctly. Sorry, this code's like a jumble of mess in my head, so I need to take it slow here so I understand every bit. Alright, so we're at this point, and that seems to be working pretty well, so we get true or false. As long as it passes up 1 second, we're good. Time since last dash attack. Interesting, so how would we reset this? I would assume we would take the last dash attack timestamp, and that would literally just be like, hey, update this timestamp when we do the dash attack, and then that's just kind of how the math works. So that actually kind of makes a lot of sense. You wish you had a girlfriend, but you're ugly. Well, dude, there's someone out there for everyone. I wouldn't look too down on it. I know, I'm sure you probably heard that a lot because I feel like everyone says that shit, but I think it's true. Okay, so as long as 1 second has passed, we're gonna do another check here. Needs retrigger. So this is for needs retrigger was for the semi-auto function of this code, which I don't think we actually need to use. The needs retrigger is like, is this like, are we out of ammo essentially? Or no, it's either out of ammo or... Oh, it's a good point. Maybe once I hit my time, needs retriggers like set. Maybe this is like the stopping point. This should be the stopping point too. Yeah, this should be the stopping point then. Because we don't have a fail anymore anywhere else in the future. Okay, so let's say we make it this far. And let's say it's like 2 seconds have passed. Needs retrigger. Does not need retrigger. Would keep going. But it does need retrigger. Meaning the 2 seconds has passed. So we just need to finish this function by waiting 2 seconds and then triggering the needs retrigger to true. That should give us our solution. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly how this works. You can't set needs retrigger to true or to back to false without stopping the attempt at trying to do your attack. So this code makes perfect sense now. You trust no one out there for you? Whew, I don't know, man. Dating is complicated. It really is. I probably am not the best person to give advice, but you know. I got 2 browsers. You got 5, no joke. Yeah, I just use Brave as my primary, and then Opera I just have like set up to some startup things just to make organization for my life easier. Okay, so it checks to see if it's the initial dash. Or no, it's not checking, it's just setting it to no. Because if it was the initial, it would have been false, 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 false. Basically infinitely, or is initial dash attack would be true this entire time. Oh, and then we do a check to see if it's the initial dash attack. If it's true, we do this top line, dash attack, timestamp. I think I marked this wrong. Last dash attack, timestamp. No, that's correct. So we're taking the timestamp here, which is coming from here, which is from the world time or something bullshit. Get move timestamp. That's setting this to this. Okay, that makes complete sense. I'm gonna use Brave because of Tor. I don't think I've used Tor with Brave. I like rarely use Tor. I've maybe touched it once or twice. I don't even remember the reasons. Needs retrigger. So if that's set to false, that pretty much means the whole thing needs to get reset, right? No, wait, that's good because needs retrigger means it could fire again. Well, only after a second has passed. Okay, so this seems fine. Time since last dash attack. Do we even? Oh, we do check that here. Okay, so the rest of this code down here, I kind of don't understand yet. I understand everything from this point and this point. It's just a matter of like, what is going on here? So I guess time since last dash attack and the interval. Spooky stuff, dude. Last dash attack timestamp. I think I'm just gonna cut this code out for now. I know it's needed, but I do not have a good understanding of this. At least at the moment. Last dash attack timestamp. Okay. So would this code even work? All I want to do is every tick check time since last dash attack. I'm curious. Can we reset this? This should be reset because it's subtracting, it's outputting. The code to do the attack should work too. It's just press F. I'll unplug the rest of the code. Alright, so it's counting 1. If I press F, it resets. 1, 2. 1, 2. So it looks like it works. I wish I could make the text a bit bigger to show you guys what's going on. So yeah, it seems like it counts back to 2. Looks like it's working perfectly. Cool. I'm gonna set the fire rate to 2. Or would it be 0.5 if I want to do 2 seconds? Okay, so yeah, I can't even, like, I'm spamming F. It doesn't even get reset to 0 until it hits 2 seconds. So that's literally working as intended. It's working perfectly. Use a, like, print check. Yeah, I essentially just use print string. It's visual scripting is slightly different to legitimate scripting and coding. So I'm stuck with the tools I have in Blueprint, but print string is typically what I use to check on variables. I'm sure there's easier and better ways to do it, but it's just what I do. Okay, so this works wonderfully. Should do dash attack. That means this should only return true after its time period. So I guess we can do another print here, get the variable, and just see if that's happening correctly. I see true show up for like literally a split second. It's definitely changing, I think. It's really hard to tell, but I think there is a true getting shot down the line. And honestly, the best way to check this is to just do another print string and then set the color for true to like super bright red or something. So just do it like this. So we'll do keep that blue. You know, green is probably a much easier color to see. So, oh, whoops. We'll go with green there. Okay, I did this inverted. Let's just swap these true false. Oh, you know what? No, I just didn't have the condition plugged in because I'm smart. Learning Ruby and Python. Yeah, those are, I heard those are like the starting things you should learn. Dude, I cannot tell. I really cannot tell. Am I still missing the condition? Dude, am I stupid or something? Like I thought I plugged it in. There we go. I see a green message now. It's like, it's so hard to see. But there's definitely a green message popping up there. And shooting off true for a second. I just straight up can't close my message log without it stopping the music. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's functioning as intended. So, you know, I realized I could have just plugged this into the sphere trace and gotten the exact same answer to my question. So it does one sphere trace, and then it disappears. If I spam F and run around while spamming F, oh, does that do 2? That's hard to tell. It looks like it's doing 2. No, that could be just 1. No, that definitely looks like 2. You know, it could be client and server. Should be playing just client though. Let me run this as server or standalone. It looks like it's doing 2 sphere traces. So the point of the sphere trace is to check to see if we can melee someone. Or like do a melee attack on someone. And I don't need it to shoot out like a trillion sphere traces, because I'll show you what happens if I just plug it in on tick. It's so funny. So if I just bypass this whole section and do a sphere trace every tick of the prediction tick, you get this. And like, we don't need to be doing this many checks on the server to see if we hit somebody. This is a little ridiculous. If it impacts performance, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we'd have to profile it to find out. But, you know, a potential 16 people doing this at the same time, we don't need to run this many sphere traces. So I kind of built a system so that the sphere is more of a capsule. Or well, I didn't do that part, but the sphere has like one of its halves that spawn on you, and then the other half of the sphere kind of shoots out a bit further to simulate the fact that you're aiming for somebody in front of you. And it kind of goes decently far ahead. Like you could see like the sphere follows my character's velocity and does a check like pretty far ahead of me. And that's basically to counter the issue of like if somebody's actually gonna get hit or not over the network. So I might be able to shorten that radius down, or shorten that length and then also shorten the radius, but for now I'm just basing it off velocity. So the idea is the direction you're heading is the direction you're kind of attacking, but I could always change the code for that. It's not hard to do. It's just my running prototype with this. But yeah, I need to shoot the sphere out like once every like almost quarter second. So a fifth of a second this needs to shoot a sphere trace. We don't need to be doing, you know, 120 of them a second or whatever our frame rate is. So that is what I am doing. Who knows? Maybe the code I'm writing to check this is even like worse than doing the sphere check or the sphere trace. It looks like a dragon spell. It does look cool. I will admit it looks neat. Doesn't have a practical use though. Okay, so looks like all that's set up. We just need to, I guess, keep triggering it. Ah, I know what the issue is. Technically the code is working. I'm just tapping F and not holding F. So when I let go of F, it stops doing the thing. Okay, so technically it's working, I believe. So it's all plugged in. Let's do one more test. So I just hold down F. When 2 seconds pass, it's supposed to do another one. I guess it's like telling it, hey, we're out of ammo, do the retrigger. But no, it should be shooting out a sphere trace every 2 seconds, but it's not. I bet you that's because we're not resetting the retrigger after 2 seconds. So is semi-auto. That's not my code, sorry. This is. So I'm holding down F. Time since last dash attack. Dash attack interval. We should be passing this first check here, which is obviously, am I holding down F? The answer is yes. Has 2 seconds elapsed. The answer should 100% be yes in this when I hold down F. That's also like an insanely tough one to find the answer to. But it's yes. If it is yes, do we need a retrigger? Or no, hold on. Do we not need a retrigger? This shit's so confusing. Be back in 15 minutes. You're learning Ruby, so you'll need to focus. No problem, dude. Take your time. Thanks for even being here, dude. It's been fun. I'm also gonna just keep focusing here, so hopefully I get through this. Is initial dash attack. Ooh, so that's the thing, is we're not actually Once we have that initial thing, we're not going any further with it, but why not? What is the point of this extra code down here? So it seems like remaining time. If you don't come back, don't be surprised. Please probably arrest me. All right. Good luck. Let's see. Remaining time. What is the purpose of remaining time? Is it even pulled up anywhere? It is. It's pulled up right here. Time since last shot. A fire interval. We have that right here. Needs retrigger. So it's not going to do the needs retrigger. It's going to... So I think the issue is we're getting to this point and it's failing. Because it's not the initial shot anymore. Do we even need to do this check? Like, is the initial thing so important? Because I could just do that. Right? Like, I don't see why that wouldn't work. Last dash attack timestamp. Because all this code does is pretty much... just do some of this older stuff. Remaining time, fire interval. And then it just seems to be for the shot counter. It does seem like we need to set the there's a value we need to set there, and it's another timestamp. No, we're doing that. Every time it gets fired, it timestamps. This should just work. Like, my brain is like, yeah, it'll work. Sphere trace, right? Sphere trace. Sphere trace. It's working. Okay, so every 2 seconds, it's doing a sphere trace. And that's all that matters, right? So we've essentially created an auto-firing sphere trace now, which is exactly what we've been trying to do, except it's way too slow. It needs to be 0.2 seconds, meaning it needs to fire off 5 times in a second. So to fix that, we'll just change the fire rate. This is not mine. Keep doing that. Need to go back here, change our dash attack fire rate to 5, and then that'll get us our answer. And then we can just create a different timer for holding down the button, and we'll need a cooldown timer as well. So look at that. Now we're getting what I'm kind of aiming for here, is this arc of capsules that will not shoot off as much anymore. And the goal is that they're supposed to connect to each other going at your max speed. So maybe this isn't fast enough, but we could always dynamically change that now. So now the question is, do we change up the logic, or not the logic, but do we change the collision type and make it so it just doesn't collide with anything? Because I'm thinking the way I fix this is, if I do hit a player with this sphere trace, right? There could be something like, first off, the sphere trace hits buildings and walls and I get the points of those locations. I do not want that. I think I want to just change collision types to pawn only for the sphere trace, and then what I'll do is, once I hit a player, I'll do a line trace from player to player. And then if we're within line of sight, I guess, we can do the damage. So really the only issue now is when I press F, we need to set a timer and force you to be holding down F for a total of 2 seconds, I feel. Yeah, I'm feeling like decently confident about how this works here. This music keeps cutting out, man. Maybe I should just change the quality down. Like that. Okay. Oh, I forget I can't like go out to my right because then my monitor untabs me out. Well, I think it's a good prototype so far. We just need to add on to it. Keep changing things. Okay. So all this extra code down here, I'll just keep in existence, but I don't think it's necessary. I really don't think this is useful. The initial dash attack really does not matter. At least in my case. Is initial dash attack, we'll just completely skip that over. Do I do anything else? Initial dash attack right here. I guess the only thing that would be useful on the initial dash attack would be to set the timer. Right? Maybe there is a use here. You know, let's not entirely write it off. So I mean, essentially functions as like a do once event for us. Because all we need to do is just sequence this. I even feel like this is just extra. Like, I feel like a do once can literally just do exactly what this is trying to do. So once we do that, I guess we create another variable, like start dash attack timer. Actually, we have all of the timer code properly set up already. How would I do this? Okay, so we'll need wants to dash attack. So the trick here is going to be to do an or boolean here. So we need to check for like one or the other, essentially. I'm gonna unplug this. So as long as one of these is true, we can do this thing here. So for here, we could just create a new variable being the like is timer running, essentially. It's just a matter of how does my timer function work. So scooch this down. See, dash attack. I know I got the timers somewhere. Got the timers start and stop right here. So this does its thing. Dash attack timer start. This will always fire after this. It's kind of mandatory. Would it come before or after, though? I'm gonna scoot this, like, over here. Just to make, like, a little bit of sense out of this code. I like lightning, or, sorry, thunder in the background is pretty cool. Something I don't like, though. I'd have to throw this into a function. Because this has a chance of just not executing. If I need to add more code to this. Like, extra attack code and stuff. This dash attack is kind of redundant now. Although it does give me the dash attack timer greater than 0. Which is literally the variable for here. Just scoot this over there. So hopefully that works as intended. So, I mean, the timer should just work. The timer is 1 second. And the fire rate... So this is the total amount of time about this going off. 2 seconds. Get move delta time. Get move timestamp. Wouldn't the timestamp be better? I don't know. Anyway, let's test this out. Something's actually not correct entirely, I just realized. If that's true, it'll just, as long as the timer's running, it'll skip over the let go time. Oh, that won't infinitely run, right? We'll just have to play and see. Okay, it doesn't seem to be... Okay, I don't even know if the timer's going off. So... we will check up on the timer. Ah, because we're missing our condition. Right. So technically it's never getting set to start. That is the variable we need to create. So if it's the initial dash attack, hold on, did we skip this? This is the part that's confusing. So I think we do that. If it's true. Oh. Wait. Do I have this wrong? Yes, it's the initial. Yes, true. It's the initial, so this will be true. This is just the initial. So this is when we also need to fire off the timer as well. Oh, what the hell am I supposed to do here? You know, I should be able to get away with this for now. Because this timer can't keep going until after, I don't know. There's gonna be some weird sync issues, I feel. Oh, that's 2 seconds right there. I'm counting 9 hits. Nope, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is literally perfect. Now, is it frame rate dependent? We are getting 100 frames. Let's set FPS max. Let's do like 20. Let's really just drop down there. That, oh, something, yeah, okay, that kept going way beyond where it should have. Okay. Alright, we'll have to figure out why that is happening. So, it could be the get move timestamp, maybe. Well, no, because it's firing off every 0.2 seconds, but the timer is not working correctly. Get move delta time, subtract 1. Oh, sorry, no, set the -1. Dash attack timer. Is it greater than or equal to 0? If true, we take the dash attack timer and add the get move delta time to it. Alright. So this resets the timer. This stops the timer based on this. So when we're checking if it's true, let's plug this in. Dash attack timer. So this is just going up really slow. I feel like we're almost there with our code. Just doesn't work on low frame rates, which is always a big issue. So I press F. 5, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Yeah, it just takes way too long to count up to 2. So the issue is probably from the get move delta time. .025. Well, if there's only 20 ticks, let's do 10 frames. 0.025. Get move delta time. So if it's 120, that feels fine. As long as it's above 30, I think it functions. Yeah. So it's an issue with maybe get move delta time. I don't know. All right, let me plug in this value again. Let me read this. It says the move delta time is not necessarily equal to the current frame delta time. Okay. Two. So that took forever to reach that number. Dude, even the movement itself is bad. Jeez. I'm guessing like 30 is the minimum frame rate you have to be at for this game. Okay, I'm gonna ask about that on their Discord server. Okay, pop the question to the Discord. Oh, the running bird. Hey, what's up, dude? Welcome. How you doing? I'm testing out some frame rate scenarios real quick with the plugin. There's 30 frames. The dash attack seems to work just fine. Yeah, everything works just fine as long as it's at above 30 frames, so I will have to just maintain a decent frame rate unless we could find a way to use delta time somehow for all the prediction movement. Okay. Yeah, 30 frames, God, it feels so, like, choppy. Sorry about my cough. Oh. I meant to cough in my shoulder there. Just play at 60, feels fine. I know you guys can't see 60 frames on stream because I'm doing it at 30 for the sake of my bandwidth. Yeah, it's so much better. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Seems like it all worked to me. Okay, so at the moment, while we are waiting for that response, which geez, I just got one. Okay, gotta take a screenshot and post some code of what I got. We are not in the event graph. Here we go. Okay, cool. These guys are super helpful. I'm glad they are here to help. Okay, cool. So we'll just assume we'll fix that at some point, and then we will focus on probably doing the rest of the code here. So we should change trace channel. Interesting. So we're set to visibility. I know a lot of things block visibility. wonder, should we do a trace channel for like a custom one? I know I had one for my other project. Persistent, that's just debugging. Okay, let me open up my actual project because this is ported over to a separate file. I ran into some movement issues that I could only solve through bringing this into like one of their demo projects. I guess I screwed up at some point. I have no clue where, but it wasn't worth the time to try to figure out how. I did try to fix it once learning how to fix the bigger issue. Project settings. Okay, so we're just going to be looking in the collision section. Oh, cool. Project ID. I could always change that. I think that's fine showing on stream. I'm not worried about that. I guess it's literally just here. So I have a melee. So this is object channels, and I do have a trace channel for wall running. Okay. So it looks like we'll need... I do have object channels. I know I was using these object channels for overlaps, but it really seems like I should be doing these on trace channels. Melee and hitbox trace channels. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just avoid overlaps in general and just stick to doing the melee and hitboxes. So let me... Oh shoot, which project was it? This is the old one. Okay, I can close this one. So I had a melee and a hitbox. We'll add a new trace channel here. Okay. New trace channel. We'll do it for... I guess I can just call it melee. Sure. Default response, everyone's gonna ignore melee channel. Did I spell melee correct? This is one of those words that I always feel like I spell wrong. No, it's correct. Wait. No, I did spell it wrong. I always mix up which direction the double E's are at. Okay, and then we will change its preset. Melee, melee, melee. You can modify any of your project profiles. Please note that if you modify profile, it can change collision behavior. Well, yeah. Oh, right. Okay, well, first off, on everything should be ignoring the melee channel, which is true. Pawn is the only thing that should be blocking this, I think. Yeah. That makes sense. And we could do a line trace on the visibility channel to confirm a hit. I think this makes sense. So it should only be a pawn that has access to the melee channel. Okay. So trace channel, I think I have to maybe oh, there it is, melee. So pawns are the only thing that can get us a hit result from this now. So if I do this, it doesn't even hit the wall or surfaces or anything, so that's great. So it's exactly what we want right now. Do another branch statement check here. And then if we do get a hit, we need to do a line trace. Line trace by channel, if true, from the location of, just break this hit result. We can get specifically where we hit on the capsule component, or we could just make it so that we just get the main location of the actor and then just do an actor to actor check. I'm thinking we do. Yeah, I think we should do the hit actor, because if we do the location, we're not gonna get a second hit. That would be weird. Okay, so get location. Can we even do this? We'll need to... See, this is where it gets complicated, because the actor location is going to be entirely different on the server than the client, so I'll have to do some rollback, I believe, or... yeah, rollback for this. So that'll be the endpoint. Then we'll need to do... get actor location. I should have this somewhere, actually, in the basic grapple. Should we get GMC pawn, get actor location? So we're gonna just yoink that. Come down here, get it for ourselves. So the start point is ourselves. And then the end point is... Well, shouldn't we get the direction? We're really just doing a distance check at this point, so that we don't kill people through walls. That's pretty much all we're doing. So maybe we could get the direction. I don't know. I think it's more fair to check to see where they are. For duration. Yeah, I mean this should work. We need to test with 2 people though. It's gonna be a bit finicky to get working properly. Also, we're both in standalone. It's not gonna work. We'll both do client for now. Oh. I'm getting no hits whatsoever on that. That's okay, so the capsule component must be wrong for the player. I'll just double check. It should be the root capsule. I must have set this myself. Melee, ignore, block. Yeah, that's my fault. Okay. Now we should be getting a block. There we go. Multiple blocks. And we're even doing the line trace as soon as we hit them. So if the line trace hits, I mean, that's it, right? We do damage. We need to build a health component. We do a visibility trace on purpose. Okay. And I'll even demonstrate the point of that real quick. I'm sure it's like self-explanatory, but for anyone who's curious why we're doing a line trace as well as a sphere trace. Oops. Trying to make this window bigger. There we go. So hypothetically, if you are behind a wall, the sphere trace can go through the wall, because I don't want it to get clipped on anything. And you can get a successful hit on a player through a wall, which is kind of bullshit, I'll be honest. And that's why we do this sphere trace, or this line trace, to also check, hey, like, can we actually hit this person? The distance at which I can reach is on the ground is a bit ridiculous. That's kind of not the intent. I think that's a movement speed of 600. Sprinting, movement speed is 600. So what I can do here is just go back to, it should be the start and end point here, times 500. So get velocity normalize times 500. Shouldn't that be clamped? Shouldn't that be clamped to 0 until the velocity clamp? Clamp vector to size. Yeah, what am I confused by? This is setting the endpoint distance. Even if I'm walking, is it just straight up doing that? Because then I built this wrong. It is just straight up going that far if I'm walking. So when I'm not walking, it's 0, and it's 0 multiplied by 500. So we just need to get range. In range. Not in range. Shoot, what's it called? Can I not clamp range on a vector? Let's do this again. Get velocity. Get length. No, what is it? Vector length. So that returns us a value. All I have to do here is just when this, so this should be 600 when walking. So we'll do range. I think it's clamp range, in range float. No. Map range clamped. I believe this is the one. So between 0 and 600. Sorry, no. We would do 600 to infinite, essentially. No, 0 to 600 would make sense. Or could we do 599? 600 to 601. That's what I'm thinking. This is the difference between 0 and 1. I'm just assuming that that's what our maximum walk speed was there. And we just multiply this. I'm sure I could do this a different way too. I'm just kind of blinking on it right now. We'll do 0, 500, and then we'll just plug this into the integer here. I can just go here. Hey, Nicole. What's up?
Got my schedule for
Okay.
actually 10 hours less than last week.
Mm.
I have 3 total days off. Friday. Okay.
Okay, so I'm guessing when I'm sprinting, the maximum speed is a bit higher. It's probably... shoot, what would it be? We gotta read the sprint code real quick. A jump sprint, sprint speed, 800. So we start our thing at 800. Then at, let's say, up until, was it 3,000? It'll ramp up. I think that works. All right, we'll test with the bigger screen here. So now when I press F, the endpoint doesn't get pushed that far unless you're moving very fast. So this is like 3,000. Now the endpoint, the capsule is like full extent. When you're walking, it's kind of not really that long. You shouldn't even be able to do this on the ground either, but it's just like an extra check just in case. Yeah, that seems like it's kind of working as intended now. Yeah, we gotta, I guess this just comes down to building the health component. Making sure the server lines up with the client, which I'll have to do practical testing for because I can't control 2 people at once. Let's position this dude like up on this pillar. I'll just put him at the edge of the pillar right there. I bet you it's possible for me to miss him. Oh, I got a hit there. Got another hit there. I'm definitely getting like successful line traces, so far it's like kind of working. I'm sure there'll definitely be a flaw like that. I think I hit the ground there. No, that was also hit the player. Interesting. So I'm going to also go back and go down to the messy code that exists down here. This is all just a test too. This doesn't actually do anything. This is good to like go back in place now, I feel. Yeah, dash attack. Attack itself. I feel it has a place back where it belongs. As for if it will remain the F key, we will have to wait and see. Sweet, okay. So I wanted to change, was it the duration of the debug for the thing here to 10 seconds. That's a bit long. We'll do like 8 seconds so we really know when we hit that line trace. Let me check. Ah, I get a negative on the hit for the boxes. That's an issue. That is my fault as well. So I will just... Glad I spotted that early. Always test your games, guys. Especially when you're making them. Viewport, boxes. I thought I removed them. Oh, what? They're removed from the invisibility trace. Maybe it's just the box is hiding the collision. Like the red square that shows that you hit something. That's probably what's happening. Yeah, we're getting all of our hits, I believe. I think. I'm confused. Were we not hitting them just now? Oh no, that's like, what's going on there? Oh, we got a hit on the top of their head there. Huh. Weird. I still don't have like a cooldown timer system built. I would really like to create timers that run on their own independent functions with local variables so that I can run these timers repeatedly. Oh, see, I got a hit there from that dash attack. Alright, we will just build the code then for the little spin we're supposed to be doing. It should be extremely simple. But knowing what I'm doing, it probably won't be. Alright, so we kind of have it built down here already. So we have a dash timer that is just set to a bunch of random nonsense. And then we have a lerp, which I don't believe works. All right, so this is kind of the complicated part. So normally I just build the spin code, like the visual code on the player pawn itself, and then just have it run client side and then RPC it to other clients. And that seems to work fine, but that requires me to like reuse a lot of variables that aren't set on the client. So probably not a good idea, at least to be efficient. I just don't like things running on the tick all the time, even though I am using timelines in my character. I guess we could try to clean up this code here and shoot it down into a function for now. So it should dash attack timer start. Yeah, we can collapse this to a function. So we got should dash attack shoot. So this should just be called dash attack. We have like essentially the dash attack code here, but honestly this is an outdated function. I'm gonna find it and get rid of it. Move it up into the dash attack function. I could always make these actor components later down the line if I really want to modulate. Not modulate, but like make the code modular. Alright, so that's all still plugged in. Looks like it still functions the way it would need to. We'll get into making this more specific at some other point. Should apply damage, do not shoot, get move timestamp, pre-shoot. Out of just pure curiosity, can I take all of these things and make a function out of them? This is pure just curiosity here. Hey, Nicole.
How's it going?
Good so far. Made progress.
What you been working on? What you been working on?
The dash attack ability.
my favorite.
Yeah, the one that you've been wanting to have put back in the thing for a while.
Cool. Let me know if you want me to test anything later.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot minute. This is not ready.
It's okay.
Love
I
you.
believe in you.
Thanks. Bye bye. Oh. Oh, that means, can I make these local variables in this? I need to see, hold on. Test local variable. I'm so curious now. So if I have a test local variable, no, I can't pull local variables in other functions. That would have been sick. Probably not a good idea though. All right, let's see if it still works. I mean, yeah, it works. Is there a reason not to put it in another function? Just for sake of understanding? Oh no, you also hold down F and it kind of just goes. Let me test in this window. Sorry, I should be testing the bigger window so you guys can see what's going on. I mean, it works. That's pretty cool. To have all that be condensed down to here. If there's anything I want to change, it's this variable I'd like to have outside so I know what variable is attached to it just at a glance. Okay, dash attack ability, dash attack timer start, timer end. Wait, dash attack start end point? Oh. Oh. Yeah, right. And then there's dash attack ability, which should be, you know, what all these are under. Endpoint should dash attack. Dash attack ability. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. I feel like it could probably be organized a bit better. But to consolidate it down into this one function, it's not bad. It's not bad. Could be worse. Oh, is this the one I modified? Huh. So that means I could also simplify the grapple dash movement as well. And I'm honestly very tempted to. Grapple, ODM grapple dash movement ability. Yeah, that'll work. All I need to do is unplug these, remove these. I'm surprised they're not named. Hold on. Wants to ODM grapple dash. I'm just shocked that they're not already called that. Or is it comment bubble? I've actually never used that before. There we go. ODM grapple dash movement ability. I'll just bring in the new function. Should be ODM grapple dash movement ability. Look at that, throwing in some organization. Oh, the client and server both get different numbers, but they both do the same thing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm just nice to client server. What? It's so weird. I don't remember making that like server thing. Right click seems to work perfectly still. Alright, so then where do we throw in the cosmetic details? For ourselves specifically, because it's like... You know, I used to throw all that stuff on the character. Ah. Alright, check it out. I think I'm gonna take like a short 5 to 10 minute break here. So, ooh, what's the quickest way I could do this? Alright, watch this. I'll just full screen this. Then... Aha. That works. What are you doing?
Since I finally have assigned it off of script reading, I'm picking a scene to do so I can script for it. It's like computer
Yeah, I'm still... It's almost there. Make it kill like a gun. See. Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, it's my alarm for stuff. Oh, I just read the text.
What's your reason?
I'll be back. Also, feel free to open the window, man.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to make it coffee first.
I have this window open all the way.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Ah. Ugh, hello, hike. I'm dying. It's late for you, but what's a great stream? Have a great day. Life, all things good. Stream again. I will. I will try to do my streams as much as I do game development now, at least for a couple hours. So we'll see how often that is. But yeah, thanks for being here, dude. It's been fun. Looking forward to catching you on our stream. I'll see you around, man. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Okay. Give me a brief second to take care of something, and then I will be good to continue coding. Okay. All ready to go here. Alright, so let me close this out, keep the music up. I wish I could just straight up blast Attack on Titan music on stream. I totally would if I could. I'd love to do that. Alright, so I think we were in the process of... Just got an error in my console. We're good. I think we're doing some cleanup. Oh, right, we're doing the visuals. Okay, so... I think I'll build this off maybe the simulated tick first. And delete that. So let me pull up the shooter thing here. So they actually have simulated ticks as well. So to determine that they're... Oops, apologies. I was in the completely wrong thing. Okay. Alright, so... This shot simulation timer, I'm guessing is just an extra check. Same with this. So there's 2 extra checks here, along with the simulate shot check. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing to me. I know we broke this down last time, and it seems like all they really do is... Okay, well, hold on. There's a shoot local. would that even fire? How would this work? I'm assuming this is done per person. Okay, so simulation tick should never go off when there's just one person, I believe. So to prove that, I'll just unplug that. Set up a print string. I know I did some of these checks yesterday. I just want to make sure. I'm 100% sure. We'll do a print string of 100% sure. We'll set it like orange or something. I've never done orange color check yet. Alright, we're doing one person. Yep, we just get client 0 hello, which I forget what that's from. So it's as client. If we do listen server, should be same thing. Yeah, so this only occurs when there's 2 people. Yep. Ooh, that was weird. That was really weird. Did I replicate that? No. Okay. Yeah, it just had me thinking like how cool orange lightsabers are. Like playing Jedi Academy and stuff like that. Like the orange lightsaber was so cool. Totally random off-topic thing there. Alright, so this literally will only fire off on the simulating pawns. So I mean, we want to use as much of the code from this thing here. So, oh, sorry, here. So, post movement update, I've literally done nothing on, and I'm not really sure what I would ever put in post movement update. Okay, so we want to take what we can. Now, here's a good question. Wants to dash attack is a replicated bound variable. It should be wants to dash attack right here. Client authoritative input. I feel like I have a lot of variables here that do not need to be bound. And they kind of just are. But that comes down to optimization at some other point, because at the moment I do not know what I need. I hope I don't have a splinter on my hand. I just felt like a pain. I just gotta check it real quick. Like, huh? I don't think I do. It just, I had the pain of a splinter and I haven't had that in a long time. Just a second ago. I think it's gone. I think it was more of like a pulled tendon or something. I think I'm good. That was just a really weird feeling. It was kind of my fault. I was like rubbing against my finger and I like stretched it weird. And it was like, I don't like that. Ah! And I was like, oh shit. Pain. Alright, so I should probably also move all these variables into dash attack as well. Dash timer. Do we even use dash timer? Yes. No. No, we do not. Dash attack fire rate. Dash attack timer. Dash timer is an entirely unrelated variable that I was using for funsies for some testing. And I will not be needing that. Dash attack fire rate. Yeah, that was used. Last dash attack timestamp, that was also used. Do one's cosmetic ODM basic start. I believe that's here. These are both do ones. Basic start, basic stop. This is so, like, cursed. Doing it like this. Okay. We get to organize that at some other point. Yeah, I could just delete that. I kind of know how this works now. Scooting code around for the sake of doing so. I mean, the graph is looking a bit cleaner other than all these bound variables here. Dash attack. Alright, so we just need to simulate it. We could probably add a function that does it. Should dash attack. This is a... I mean, this fires off once. So all I need to do is take the 2-second timer. I could honestly just use this. And then just read the true and false from here. See how this works. Because I don't even know if these variables would read across pawns. So we are just looking for true and false based on the timer. Nothing changed the true. Nothing changed the true. Okay. Do I really have to rebuild this timer then? Could I just do this, right? Get the timer itself. Because this is only the simulated timer. This shouldn't run on anything important. And do the wants to do the thing, wherever that is. Input wants to ODM. Where's the dash attack? Ooh, should that be in the input? I think it should. It's like the only exception. Who knows if this will work? I didn't even plug it in, did I? Nope, I always put it in the duration. Okay. So it's -1. If I press F, it counts up to... Yeah, it works. Huh, well that's good. I can at least reuse the timer functions. Hmm. I still feel like this dash attack ability was done way too complicated. It's like I got the timer. That's all I really needed. I don't know. Maybe it could have been done more simplified. Like, we have the timer. The timer was set. We have the numbers from the timer. We could have just taken the timer and then had it shoot off an event every now and again. Regardless, we have the dash attack value here. It counts up to 2. I mean, it's gonna be the alpha for a float, or for a lerp. I mean, that's pretty much it. We're even doing just visual rotation. Whoops. What was the correct thing? Spin capsule, that was the important one. So we get the visual spin capsule. Set relative rotation. So this will eventually be a function. I mean, we're literally just going to check is this greater than 1. Greater than or equal to 1 or 0. If that is true, then we can do our function. In this case, yeah, we'll have to take that value and change it. That's true, we'll start setting it, and the rotation will be X 360. Set relative rotation. Would that be the correct way to do it? Yeah, because we're not adding relative rotation, we're setting the relative rotation. So this is correct. Making this the alpha still needs to be... So we can't normalize it. I don't know if that would work. So we just need to do range. So this is just checking if it's in range. That's not what we're looking for. In range, map range, clamped. 0 to 2 is 0 to 1. That gives us our alpha. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that should be enough to get this working. So that should give us exactly 2 seconds. of time. Dash attack timer. There's got to be a where I set the value. It's right here. Okay, this should probably be promoted to a variable at some point. But yeah, this should do a full 360-degree turn or flip for the non-owning client. Why does it shoot me down so fast, man? Okay, so if we watch the biggest screen, when I press F, ooh, nothing happens. Why is nothing happening? Both the client and server are familiar with the value, so something in the code is wrong. Is the dash timer greater or equal than 0? Target rotation. Shortest path is unchecked as well. All right. Should be good to just cut out this print string. You know, it's possible I was reading the value from this dash attack ability. Let me go back in here real quick. Got some work to check up on. Hold on. Undo this. That one's not important right now. So now when I press F, read me the value. Only the server knows. That's not good. Oh my god, I'm doing the spin on the server. Hold on, look at that. Wow. So if I do it on here... Hold on, I gotta actually scoot the screen over because it won't work. If it's a server only value, it worked. It is literally working. Wow. Cannot say I was expecting that to just work. The speed at which they're functioning is significantly different though. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, these timers are very off. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's a little problematic. Oh, I'd like for these timers to run properly. Would there be a way to have a... Okay. Threw another support question in the Discord about the timers, because those timers are a big deal. Luckily, the code itself is working, so that's good. Ease rotation. We'll just do ease in general. Interpolation, ease. Got our alpha here. Ease out, because we want this to be a really quick little thing here. I wish I could just tell this to be a rotator, but I can't. Make rotator. Unplug it, just... Oh, it stays. There we go. Haha, secret little trick there. Plug this in. Screw the lerp. Do it in ease. I wonder if I could create custom curves to go in here, because if I can, I'm going to start using them. I should be able to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try. So I got all these functions, blah, blah, blah. Let's throw it in data for now. A data folder, right click. I have data tables. It's all just work in progress stuff. What would it be under? Animation? No. I think. Control rig, blend space, retargeting? No. Audio? No. Obviously not. Blueprint? No. Cinematics? No. Editor? No. Foliage? No. FX? Probably not. Input? No. Materials? Oh. Material function instance? No. These all look like blends. Media? Probably not. Miscellaneous? Probably. Curve, it's literally right there. Defines a curve of interpolation points to evaluate over a given range. Curve float? Curve linear color? Curve vector. I think we're doing a float, so. We're doing a rotator. Oof. Well, regardless, here's our first location. -1? For what? Oh, we are at -1. 0. Could I change the handles on this? User. Yep, there we go. So I just want to use the values of 1. We need this curve to be kind of wacky in order to actually get like a noticeable result. New curve base. Dude, I don't even know what to name this thing. Wacky curve. It's a float curve. Snapping points. I mean, this can replace timelines, because this is what I use timelines for. Activates the retime tool, which allows you to define a one-dimensional lattice to non-uniformly rescale timelines. To rescale key times. Sure. So all that matters here is that start point. Oh, I see. No, we're fine. We don't need to touch this. Activates the multi-select tool, which allows fast scaling of multiple curves. Whoa, that's cool. You can choose interpolation filter classes. That's a little confusing. Choose how the curve is evaluated. It's like high pass and low pass filters for curves. Wacky curve. All right, there we go. Can we use that as an interpolation thing? Doesn't look like it. Let's see. Let's do some Googling. Doing this off screen. Unreal Engine. Can I define ease curves? What is the curve used for? All right. This is all timeline stuff. Show me like the actual curve asset. Is it even called a curve? Float curve. Maybe it's just used for there's a video on how to use the curves. I love this YouTuber. This is Ryan Lay. This dude makes fantastic tutorials. I learned a lot of stuff that I know how to do based off of them. I have audio turned down. So he's using the float curve here. I guess this is Unreal 4, so the curves themselves do look different. Maybe I was wrong with what I was saying. Get float value. In time. So I guess that could just run on delta time, right? You would need to timestamp things? I don't know. It's like an animation graph. I'll have to watch this some other time. But yeah, curves seem interesting. I'm sure I'll have a use for it somewhere. For now, we will just stick to the default ease out thing we're going for. Alright, so if I press F, nothing's happening. What? I must have unplugged something and not realized it. Oh, it's not working again, isn't it? I had this issue last time. Shortest path, that's what it was. God damn it. As soon as I was like, what was the issue? Shortest path. I saw the checkbox, like, that's it. Okay. I mean, yeah, that works. And I can't spam it too, like it runs in line with like what you'd expect. So at least it's working for the simulated proxies, or simulated pawns. I guess all I have to do now is just take the value and the rotator. Can I not multiply the rotator? Apparently I can't. So I'll have to do 360 times 3. Gets me a 1080. Alright, let's press it now. That's definitely a bit much. I think 2 is fine. 720. Xbox 720. God, I remember those days. Weird, it seems to be... What's the blend thing? There's like a weird, not like a jitter, but... Maybe we don't need the attack lasting that long. Oh, we just saw it work there. It looks neat. I think it's we're definitely like it's lasting too long. It's cool that it works. Yeah, you just see it on the screen going by, like, hey, look at me doing my spin attack. This is both on a listen server, I believe. Oh, that's a good point. Would 2 clients be seeing this? Ugh. Sorry for coughing so much. It is killing me. Alright, so there's 2 clients here. Press F, still spins. Ooh, significantly slower though. I see. Oh, my back. So now my concern is also... How did I fix this? So hold on, I need to like really plan this out. If I go to this wall right in the dead center and I aim for the corner of that structure and I right click, where does it take me? Pretty much perfectly in line with this building. Okay, so if I go play listen server, one player real quick, does this change the timing? Because it runs on the same sort of timer function setup. Corner of this building, just right click. That's pretty close. I don't think that's something to be worried about. Weird, okay. Not sure what's up with that. This can get deleted because we built the proper one. This once the dash attack is redundant, I think. Just gonna get rid of it. Plug this back in. What is nice about this is, I believe if we turn it into a function, we can just throw it into the regular thing. So all that's important here is, hey, is the dash attack timer running? That's it. That's all it's doing. And if we just collapse to function, we essentially get ourselves that movement, like the visual movement, and then we'll just find wherever this function is. Here it is. Dash attack visual effects. Sure. That works for now. So, first off, does that function still work? It should, obviously, but I'm always suspicious of code. We're going to be running this with 2 players on a client connection. So a dedicated server, I guess. I don't know. Oh, man. That seems to do it. Yeah, that looks like it works. Is the timer running slow? Probably. Sure, it's fine for now. That spin dash is also going to compete with the left click in general. It's wacky. Looks like it works fine with the right click. Does that only show up because it's on the server? No, wait, that's a good point. That shouldn't be working. At least I shouldn't be seeing the spheres like that. It's so weird, man. It's so cool to see this code finally somewhat working, even if it's not perfect. I still love the little jitter on the right click. So nice. I'm glad I put that in. Do I see the little jitter animation? You do. Oh, that's so cool. Still gotta fix the where the cable's attached to with the right click ability. There's a little dash. Oh man. It really does look like the dash attack is kind of working as intended. The timing is wrong. I could probably speed it up a little bit to do some more checks. That's sweet. Alright, cool. So next up would probably be plugging this dash attack visual effects into here. And just seeing how it responds. Cool, let's hit play. So we're hoping to see this on the client now. Oh, I'll full screen this. Whoops, I was full screen, I'm so smart. So we just saw it on their end. When they press F, they do a little spin. And then when I press F, I do my spin as well. Timing's off, but you know, point gets across, right? We should probably cancel the spin attack if I grab something. So that'll have to get touched up a bit. It's still cool, like we're almost done with the idea of the dash attack. Yes, the RPCs take priority over the other tick I'm using. Still gotta fix that little jitter when moving too quickly. It's because all my visual code is in two different places right now. It's just conflicting with each other. So I eventually gotta migrate it over to the same idea or the same place. We got a hit there. Look at that. Player killed. Got another one. Alright, it'll just be a matter of implementing rollback. Checking to see if it's a legitimate kill. Or, yeah, I guess that would be it, really. Alright, let's, I guess fix up the timing of the ability as well. Let's first test with some network conditions. Because right now we are not. Also, another interesting test I'd like to do is if this simulated one wasn't doing anything. Does this just happen on one end? Okay, cool. It literally works as intended, thank God. So this is working pretty much perfectly, and I like that I have a reusable function that works for both. Okay. I like that the same variables work too, so that's great. Now we need to test with some network conditions in place. Now that we've done 2 clients, I'm sure the listen server works fine, but you know, we'll give it a shot at just in case. Looks like it works to me. All seems like it's working. What if we drop the frame rate? I'm really curious now. Max FPS 20. Seems like because the frame rates are both the same. Oh, nope, the server... Ho ho ho. Alright, yeah, there's definitely some massive slowdown to the timer on the client, but not the server. At least on a listen server scenario. Alright, let's go to advanced settings. Should be network emulation right here for everyone. We'll test with bad, just go all out. And I need to bring the frame rate back up to at least 60. So this is like packet loss, wazoo, lots of lag, just kind of all around things aren't working great. See, the server is like struggling to keep up with the character. Question is, how does the dash attack function? So I pressed F. A little bit of lag in there. It does still end in the right spot. Okay. Oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah. So some packet loss can lead to a slanted character model. Alright, well that was like the most extreme setting. It's good to like learn about some of those issues. Let's just do like average. So I believe this will be minimum latency of 30, maximum of 60, packet loss set to 1, outgoing traffic is the exact same. So this is like pretty good conditions for everyone on your server. Why is there a bunch of weird sliding? I haven't really had too many of these issues before. Is that a frame rate thing? Maybe it's from the packet loss. It does look like it's from the packet loss, but that's still a bit weird. All right. Let's unplug our fancy new nodes here. See if they're affecting that little jitter or lag spike we're seeing between the client and the server. I shouldn't have to worry about any of this. I think we're just good to try it. Nah, seems like it is just the packet loss setting. Okay, that's good. Ugh. Alright. All that is left is a health component and setting up the damage, like applying damage to players. Seems like everything else is good to go. Great. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream for here because I need to take like a mental break, and then I'll probably continue the code off stream. So I can just hang out and chill. I might play some Helldivers later today. I'm also gonna play Halo, so yeah. It's been a fun stream. A lot of stuff going on. Figured out most of the code I needed to. If it works or not, that's to be determined. But yeah, almost done with this movement ability. So that's good.